What do you do when your new superintendent walks in and says to you, "We will be an Avid National Demonstration School within 5 years. Make it happen"? What? He wants me to do what? I first learned about Avid when my mother, a teacher from Selma, California, would come to San Diego for the Summer Institute. She would give me the key to her hotel room, and I would go hang out by the pool while she went to the Avid training. Fast forward 2 years, and I am hired as the Avid elective teacher and coordinator for a middle school. Fantastic, right? Except I know nothing about Avid, other than what I absorbed through the sun rays back at the pool. During my first year teaching Avid, I learned about WIC. Back then we didn't have an O or an R, just WIC. I learned about meaningful professional development through Avid and my local county office. And most of all, I learned how important it was to build strong relationships with students so they would trust me. But when our 8th graders graduated, those relationships weakened. You see, many of our students would try to choice out of the neighborhood into another high school. Our nearby high schools had a very low percentage of students who were graduating college ready. We were sending our students off with a very good chance they would fall through the cracks and not succeed. So we began to ask, why can't we keep our students? Provide them a better education for high school. That was the beginning of our high school. It was also around the same time that I left the classroom for an administrative position at the same school site. Success was incremental. It required strong partnerships with the Avid world, our county office, our parents, our students. It required support and commitment from the administration and our teachers. We started small. We took a team up to Bakersfield, California, to the former school site of our superintendent. They were an Avid National Demonstration School. Sounds like they're here. We partnered with leaders at our local county office and with Avid Center, and we started to build. Our first steps were to get more teachers here to Summer Institute. We also added in an Avid Strategy of the Month. Slowly, our teachers started to find meaning. Staff members joined the site team, and our lonely Avid elective class began to grow into a school-wide system. We began to see all of our teachers using Avid strategies like Cornell Notes, binders, organization, and writing to learn strategies, not because they had to, but because they witnessed their students experiencing success. O'Farrell Middle School was validated as an Avid National Demonstration School in March of 2012. It took us just 3 years from when Dr. Dean walked into my office with that request for us to earn that status. Our system now supports Avid in all that we do. Our LCAP plan, our professional learning plan, our teacher improvement plans, they all include Avid and are centered around college and career readiness for all students. As well as our stamp of validation from Avid Center, we have seen proof of success in our state test scores. In 2009, our API was 728. During the time of growth of our Avid school-wide system, we increased our API by 104 points to an API of 832. – 2012 was also the year that our Avid school-wide high school opened. Each year since then, we have added on one class, and this year, we graduated our first senior class. I am proud to share that 100% of our students graduated A through G compliant. 100% of our seniors submitted at least one college application. In our class of only 88 students, we had 33 accepted to a UC campus, 56 to a CSU, 12 to private colleges, and 16 to out-of-state colleges. Today, Avid means so much more to me than it did sunbathing back in San Diego all those years ago. Instead of a suntan, I take home ideas, strategies, and inspiration from the work I see in our classrooms. I have truly experienced the implementation process, from the start within just the four walls of my middle school classroom to the culminating point where we have now graduated seniors who will step foot onto a college campus next fall. Last week at graduation, I witnessed a young man return to his seat after he received his diploma. He put his head in his hands and he started sobbing. As he cried, his friends around him began to comfort him, and a few minutes later, I noticed a family member from the stands sneak down into the row behind him, and he gave him a hug and said, "We are so proud of you." That young man was raised by a single mother. He will be the first in his family to attend college. We changed his life. Avid, school-wide works. I have complete faith that when you have an Avid system that is fully implemented, including strong partnerships with your school community and with the larger Avid world, all students will achieve success. Not just your Avid elective students, but every single student on your campus. Thank you.